Creme Vase Azantes, welcome video lovers, welcome to TechNerd 1.0. Adventures, we have a bit of a different video for you today. I was going through some things that I have, some things in my garage, and I found a bag full of sort of preparedness items and some stuff that I've picked up here and there, and I meant to make some sort of like a bug out bag or survival kit or something. So I decided we'd maybe go through this together and maybe get some ideas. Now I've got all this stuff. I have kind of two survival kits I've gotten from Amazon, and then a few other things I've picked up at some stores. I have these two zippered bags here that I kind of want to use for something. I don't have a backpack to put everything in yet, but I do have one on the way. Something cheap. I think I'm going to kind of use this as something like like a vehicle bag, like a vehicle emergency bag or something. So I guess it would be something similar to maybe like a get home bag, something like that, as the terminology goes. So I don't know what we're going to use for everything. And what we might do is I might just go over all the stuff I have, and then maybe I'll get some ideas from all of you and decide kind of what it will end up building. I am not a doctor. Do not follow any of my advice. I'm just a guy with a spare iPhone and some time to kill. So what else do we have? Well, let's just pour it all out here and see. So this is kind of everything. And like I said, some of it has kind of been in here for a while. So yeah, we've kind of got now this was an Amazon survival kit. I actually did a review of this one. Maybe we'll put that up here somewhere. This cost maybe about $20. I've got a couple of these Mylar bags here. I don't know if we'll use those. Well, we'll see. Those came from some computer equipment. What else do we got here? Now this is another survival kit that I got, and I think it's another Amazon kit that I got. This is a gift. This one came in this nice little pack here. So we'll probably go through this one and maybe we can sort of combine the two of these, and make something kind of good. Went through some other things. There's a space blanket here, little handkerchief. This can be very useful. I'm sure we'll make use of that. We have a bunch of gauze that I've gotten at different times. Some hand sanitizer, and this is fairly decent stuff. It's 70% alcohol, which is kind of what you want. We have some strike on the box matches here, some twine. This is a first aid kit, and I believe this is from Dollar Tree. So it's got just some basic items, really just a couple alcohol prep pads and some bandages. That's really about all that's in here, but it is in a fairly nice case, so we might be able to do something with that. Really messy workspace. Really should clean that out.
Somebody ought to clean these windows. There is a tremendous buildup of gook all over them. Look at that.
These are some other prep pads that we have here that I've gotten from various places. We can throw those in. Now this is like a Faraday blocker bag, and I thought we'd include that. The reason I'm including that is because I actually also found this old iPhone that I have, and I'd like to have that with. But, everyone says, oh, you don't want that because they can track you, whoever they is. I don't know if the aliens or zombies are going to be tracking me. You never know. They could be zombie aliens. I mean, for all I know, that's even worse.
These creatures, these zombies or whatever the hell they are swarming the city.
But, so I might want that in here. Many people do suggest an iPhone with a downloaded map of at least, if you're in the US, at least of the United States, maybe Canada, would be very helpful. And then also a downloaded encyclopedia is very valuable. That would be something that you could use. You're not going to have to expect to have, satellites up and access to the internet. So whatever you need to have on a phone, you're going to want to make sure to, to have it already downloaded. So that's kind of the idea here. What else? We have some lip balm. A lot of uses there. Many people have said, you can use these for candles even. I have this little CZ knife that I got ages ago. It's got a little crack in it right there. but it's a decent knife, so I think we'll include that. As far as medicines, triple antibiotic ointment. It's very very good. We've got some waterproof tape, which is good. I also found another pack of Band-Aids, and we'll maybe try to fit those in here. That would be good. I got some ibuprofen, very important, and antidiarrheal, very important. And then we have this Oragel, or this is, non-name brand Oragel. If you've ever had a sore tooth, you know that this is important. And also it's an analgesic. I also did buy this other box of Band-Aids, so might make use of that. Okay, so that's all the loose stuff. Oh, one other thing. I found this. I bought this ages ago and I never used it. This is a cold steel. It's a plastic knife. It's a polymer knife. And I don't know what they thought this was for. Let's go ahead and open this. It's called Boot Blade 2 FGX. And again, I don't know, maybe some sort of commando type thought he was going to put one over on the TSA by carrying a plastic knife, not knowing that they can pretty much see anything through those machines anyways. It doesn't have to be metal. So, if they see something like this, they're going to grab you anyways. So, I don't know what people are thinking. Maybe this was supposed to be a training tool of some sort, but this is it. Is it sharp? No, not really. I mean, could you cut cheese with it? Yeah, you could do that, or cut pie. It's got a very pointy tip. I suppose it might be good for that. So maybe as a defensive weapon, as a, piercing weapon, maybe it would be good there. Definitely not good against zombies. I would say definitely not that. But I have it. Will I include it in the survival pack? Sure. Why not? All right, so let's go over this one first. This is the one I think I actually did a review of already. And this has a bunch of little locks on it. Now, I think if we do include this, we're definitely not going to include this box. I think this is too much. I don't think we need this. Just briefly, what's in here? This is some sort of a paracord bracelet with a compass. That's decent. There's a flashlight. I don't know how many lumens this is. It did not come with batteries either, so that's somewhat troubling. There's a knife in here. It is a spring assisted, little kind of sharp. So that's good. I mean, at least you have a knife. I don't know how good it is. This is one of these defensive pen sort of things. It's got one of these tips here. I think these are window breakers. So that's probably good for a car. That's a good thing for a car. It does have a Ferris rod. I believe that's the correct word I'm using here. I've used these before. I don't think I've ever used this one. I have another one. I used to use that one all the time, and that one was really good. There's a spork. It's a nice metal spork too. That one's pretty good. Some sort of a lanyard. These are some other. Now this is actually a saw that you can use. There's a compass, kind of a fancy looking compass there, and this is a carbiner. Some fishing lures, some Band-Aids and such. So that's what that one looks like. I mean, the stuff in here is fairly decent. I don't know if you'd survive out in the woods with that. Let's take a look at the other one and see what's in here. And this one is also in a box. It's just called Survival Kit. I have a feeling this one's going to be very similar. Here we go. This one's got a space blanket with it. That's nice. I don't know if that one, did this have one? Yeah, it did. Same type too. So there's a space blanket. This is one of those key card things that have the gizmos with it. Saw, can opener, screwdriver. These can be useful. There's rules for the spork, I guess. More keepers, or another paracord bracelet. There's your spork. There's your pen. There's your sparker. There's your right, same stuff, exactly the same. Another saw. There's some line, some fishing line. I don't know if the other one had this. I assume it probably did. There's a knife for this one. Now this one didn't have the sheath though. The other one had a nice sheath. That was kind of cool. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could use that and make two kits out of it. This one didn't seem to have any medical stuff at all in it. I think this one had something, did it not? Yeah, it did have some band-aids. The other one had some band-aids. This one didn't have anything, just had the space blanket. So, maybe we'll just make like kind of two kits, maybe just a real portable one, maybe with this, and then, we could kind of see what goes from there. But that's about it. I'm going to, again, I think what I want to do is get a suggestion from all of you what of this gear I could put in the primary kit, and maybe what I could make with like maybe a smaller one, something like that. So folks, let me know what you think down below. I think we're going to term this building a survival kit together, and we'll see how this goes. All right. So if you got anything out of this, if you have any ideas, please leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down below. If you could, please like, share, and subscribe. And please fire off a shot at that bell notification, and you will be apprised of all of our videos when they drop bright early, 9 a.m. every morning. Folks, this is Tack Nerd, and I am out of here.